guys, after seeing John Wick 2, the one big takeaway from the movie is John Wick actually taught me how to use a pencil the right way. What is up, guys? My name is Zach, and I'm bringing you guys a highly anticipated review of mine for John Wick Chapter 2. Let's get into it. So, coming off of John Wick 1, I did not expect anything from that movie. The trailers looked decent, but I finally caught it on Blu-ray a couple months after it actually initially was in theaters, and I adored the movie. It had such a great story, such great world building inside of it, and it was directed by some great directors as well. It was their first time directing debut, but they have done some great fighting choreograph in Civil War, Matrix, and a bunch of other movies with that. So bringing their old buddy Keanu Reeves into this world of John Wick with great mythology is a great way to expand on it. I think Chapter 2 does this a lot more too. It expands on that mythology. Stuff from the hotel, which was greatly integrated into the first one, we'd see more of the Continental and some more of the rules, and even just more of the rules in general of this whole world of assassins and hitman, which is phenomenal to see, and it makes you build in to get really invested into this world of John Wick. Now, I'm not going to say too much about the story because the story is good. It's not bad, but the trailers did hide a lot of it, and I kind of want to leave that for you guys to be surprised and anticipate it. What I mostly want to talk about are the performances, the action, some of my nitpicks, but overall just how this movie is greatly done. This is a great movie to go see. It is super entertaining from top to bottom, beginning to end. It doesn't matter. You are totally invested from the second this movie starts. Because the second this movie starts, even if you haven't seen a John Wick, you're going to be able to follow this movie because it sets up what happened in the first one and where the movie's going to go from here, because it does it so greatly and not just forced into you. No, it's great. I had a friend who went with me and he's never seen the first one, but when he saw this one, he was actually following along and got the story from what happened in the first one, and that is great for people who missed out on the first one but wanted to see this one. And might I say, John Wick 2 earns its R rating in such greatly fashion. The action is filmed beautifully here. There are some shots in here that I'm not going to spoil, but some of the shots that they get placed are so beautiful in the way that they're shot. But some of the action scenes, the action just stays straight on it, and these directors know how to keep that shot in line. I'm telling you, I really enjoyed the action scenes in here. A couple action scenes in here that I don't want to really get into too much, but I will say there's one with a pencil that you'll get from my intro, and there's a couple other ones with just guns. I mean, he's learning gung fu, and the best thing about all these action scenes is, you know, John Wick isn't a superhero, and I think it's so greatly awesome to see how when he's fighting, the next fight scene, you're going to see some of the same moves he's doing and the same movements he's doing with his gun and stuff, because that's how a real man would actually do. He's not going to know 200 million different kung fu moves and stuff. No, he's going to use the same exact ones for almost each and every fight. And then if he gets into a fight where those aren't working, he's going to have to think really fast of how to get around it. And that's greatly to see because it makes it so much more realistic to that point. Performances in here are fantastic. I mean, Keanu Reeves was made for John Wick's role. Seriously, Keanu Reeves, people give him crap, but when you put him in a great role like John Wick or something from The Matrix, awesome job from him. Like I said, every actor in here does a great job. Ian McShane comes back as one of the Continental managers, and he's a great investment in here. You got some other actors in here, and also Morpheus is in here, and, you know, I love Lawrence Fishburne. I can't give him enough of him, but I really was kind of wanting a little bit more of him in here. He wasn't in here a lot, but I'm guessing it's kind of more of a, here's your character, we're going to set you up for maybe the next movie, or something like that. I don't know how they're going to go along with that, but it was pretty cool to see him and Keanu Reeves interacting again, since we haven't really seen him since The Matrix. Like I said, John Wick 2, is it a perfect movie? No, but that's not a bad thing. But what I will say is, even though it is one of the most entertaining movies of the year for me, there are some nitpicks I had for the movie, but I'm not going to nitpick it too much because for me, it's an action movie. It's not dumb, though. It's very smart in the way that its storytelling goes and the world building that they do in here. And for me, the one disappointment I think a lot of people are not going to be really into is John Wick, you got invested and wanted to kill these people yourselves for the reason and what happened in that first movie. This one, the way he comes back into the world of this, it's a little, not lackluster. It makes sense, but it didn't feel too forced, but it just felt like it was like, okay, that happened, now we're going to go back into this killing action. And for me, it's like, I was still invested because it's John Wick, and I followed him along in the first movie, and I understand why this event happened to trigger him so awfully, but for me, the event of the first one was more personal, and this one, I know it's a more bigger scale thing, but I just think some people might have a problem gravitating to being so invested in this one. And you're still going to love this movie. I just don't think you'll be invested as much into his reasoning for doing it. If you see the movie, I think you'll even understand that as well. Because the movie, like I said, it's greatly paced. It has great humor. It has great action scenes as well. Some action scenes that are burned in my head for the rest of my life. It's some of the best moments I'll be talking about for all of 2017. John Wick is super fun. But like I said, I have those little bit of nitpicks. But besides that, I had so much fun watching John Wick 2. I cannot wait to go back to the theaters and experience this again. Because it is a long movie. It's longer than the first one. And in some parts you do feel it. I think they could have chopped it up a bit, but I'm not going to say any more about that because John Wick 2 is going to be an What did you guys think of John Wick Chapter 2? Comment down below. Let me know. I want to hear about it from you guys because if you're a John Wick fan, if you're an action fan, I think you're really going to appreciate this. And if you've never seen John Wick, go see this movie. It's going to make you want to head back and go see the first one because this movie is so fun to watch. On my other review for Lego Batman, which is also another great movie from this weekend. And I have not seen 50 Shades of Darker yet. And I'm dreading it. I'm going to try and get to see it this weekend. If not, you will get a rant review of it sooner or later. But besides that, guys, thank you guys so much for watching this video. So, while you're here, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe to this channel. I got many reviews, many video game things coming out, many TV reviews as well. Sunday's going to be debuting back up with me and my friends talking about Walking Dead's mid-season premiere. We can't wait to talk about that. Big Walking Dead fans here. Hell, can't wait to talk about it. Thank you guys so much for watching, though, and have a great rest of your guys' day.